All right, so we got some very interesting news about Zabit Magomedov. Of course, Zabit is a UFC fighter, a very well-known UFC fighter, very recognizable UFC fighter. Of course, a lot of people have described him to look like Abraham Lincoln. Just has a very distinct look. Also fights in a very distinct way. Really aggressive, really flashy, very clean with his striking as well, but not just really good striking, also has very good grappling. And one of the most unique things about him is his size in that weight class. Now, the last time we saw Zabit, of course, was UFC Fight Night 163 against Calvin Cater. It was a 3-round fight that Zabit won. This was November 9th of 2019. And after that fight, Zabit was booked to fight against Yair Rodriguez, right? The fight was first booked for a fight night on August 29th, but because of an ankle injury, Yair had to pull out of the fight. The fight later on got rebooked, but now it's like not only are they not going to fight ever, but it's looking like Zabit is actually never going to fight in the UFC again. Now, this was a rumor that has been going around. It's been going around for a little bit, right? Like, hey, man, like, what's going on? Zabit says he's about to become a doctor. Is this official? Is it only a rumor? Is this actually going to happen? It does seem, though, that this is 100% official because there's an article that was posted today. Article posted on MMA Fighting. Let's go ahead and switch here. Right here, it says Zabit Magomedov notifies UFC of retirement. Zabit was viewed a future champion in the UFC featherweight division, and he might never re-enter the octagon. Multiple people with knowledge of the situation confirmed to MMA Fighting on Wednesday that the Russian 145-pounder has notified the UFC of his decision to retire from active competition. At 31, Magomed Sharipov walks away with a professional record of 18-1, unbeaten in 6 octagon appearances between 2017 and 2019. Now, of course, the first time Zabit teased this was on his Instagram. And this is the Instagram post right here in question. In this post, he writes something in a different language, which I've gone ahead and translated to English. It basically says, a new name will soon appear in the medical world of Mahashala. I think I said that correctly. If I did, I am sorry. My bad. But it seems like this is true, man. Zabit is quitting MMA to become a doctor. Now, on one hand, it's like, yo, that sucks, right? Because he's a guy with so much potential. He's a fighter that we would have definitely wanted to see versus someone like Alexander Volkanovski. Absolutely. You know, there's so many questions right there. Like, what would Zabit be able to do against someone at the level of Alexander Volkanovski? And also, how would Alexander Volkanovski deal with Zabit? A man who is, I believe Zabit is 6'1", if I remember correctly. He's about 6'1" in the featherweight division. Like, how's that going to work? How is he going to be able to deal with it? Of course, it's not the first time we've seen Alexander fight against taller men. We've seen him versus Max Holloway. He's been able to deal with that very well. But Zabit poses some unique problems with his striking and also with his grappling. Of course, Zabit also had questions in regards to him, like how is his cardio? We've only really seen him in 3-round fights, and in those 3-round fights, he starts to gas out a little bit, so his cardio is a little bit questionable. But, I mean, the man is someone that we would have definitely loved to see more in the octagon. He had so much more to prove in there. And for him to just, like, pull the plug on that and just retire, it's like, it almost feels like wasted potential. But maybe it's not. You know what I mean? Because when you step back and when we think about it in a less selfish way, because I mean, we're being selfish, like, oh man, Zabit, we're never gonna see this great fighter perform again. But when we step away and look at it in a less selfish manner, He's doing what's best for him. And becoming a doctor is a far more noble profession than becoming a mixed martial arts fighter. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. He'll be adding more to the world by becoming a doctor than he would be if he was entertaining us shirtless fighting in the octagon. That's just the truth. So, on one hand, it's really sad. It's really sad that like an elite fighter with the potential to become champion and stay champion for a long time is never going to showcase those skills in the octagon. It's a big shame. On the other hand, good for Zabit, man. Good for Zabit. He stepped into the octagon, fought some very good fighters, defeated them all, never lost, and then he pretty much stepped away on top for one of the most noble reasons a fighter can step away. Some fighters will step away because they just can't win fights anymore. Some step away because they're old. Others step away because, they want to get married. They want to, build a family like Henry Cejudo did. And some others step away because they have duties like, military duties they have to do. Someone like the Korean Zombie. And then you have Zabit, who's stepping away because he wants to become a doctor. So rather than kicking people's asses, busting up their faces, damaging them, he's going to be healing people. He's going to become one of those men, the few men on this planet who restore people's health as opposed to sabotage it or cause people to be unhealthy. So it's good. It's really, really good that he's doing that. And I wish him all the best. Again, this has not been 100% confirmed by Zabit himself. Of course, he teased it right here on Instagram, but like he hasn't quite really confirmed it. So there might be a chance he's gonna come back. Maybe. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But that's gonna do it. Thank you guys for watching. This was a pretty short one. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about it, and I will see you guys later. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you believe it's true? Do you think it's happening? And if so, like, how do you feel about Zabit in general? Are you gonna miss him if he never fights again? Let me know. And I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new one. As always, stay safe. Good night.